790 AM, 94.1 FM, KFJO.com, the KF Joe mobile app. Follow 790 KFJO on Twitter. Like the KF Joe Morning Crew on Facebook.
And when there's a need in our community, we like to help out. Fraser LTD on South University of Friends of KFGO. And joining us now is Lindsay Hanlon, Transitional Youth Services Administrator there. Good morning to you, Lindsay.
Good morning.
We heard you folks are looking for some coats or jackets over there. Are you still in need?
Yeah, absolutely. We need winter gear of all kinds for adults, men and women, coats, hats, gloves, scarves, boots, warm socks, anything anybody is willing to give us. This cold weather is really tough on our people this time of year, and we could really use some stuff to get them warm.
What would be the preferred option on this? Do you want people to maybe go out and pick up a couple of new jackets they can afford? They've got the resources to do that, buy some winter gear. Do you want people to look through their house and find, oh, my kids grew out of this one, or I had this one last year, I'm going to buy myself a new one? Help our listeners understand what they should look for and how they can help, Lindsay.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking for new or gently used items. So if people have coats that they're no longer wearing or that people in their house have grown out of, but are still in good enough condition to keep people warm, that would be great. So either of those would work just as well for us. The priority is something that is warm. We all know how cold that it gets here. And so that's our first priority. New, gently used, whatever anybody is able to do. If they're able to go out and purchase brand new, that's excellent. Most of the people that we serve don't have regular access to brand new clothing items, so that would be very nice. But whatever people can offer is appreciated.
Yeah, and a lot of people maybe have heard of Fraser LTD and maybe associate you with the Festival of Trees that we have every year. But tell our listeners, what do you do over there?
Fraser does a lot of things. As the oldest nonprofit in this, one of the oldest nonprofits in the state, we do a lot of things. My department is Transitional Youth Services. We serve homeless and at-risk youth, ages 16 to 26. We house them, but we also have a drop-in center for 16 to 26-year-olds, and that is a place where our homeless and at-risk young people can come and access needed services. We have professional case managers that help connect them to services, housing. They can come eat, do laundry, take a shower, access hygiene. And then during the winter, we run a shelter. So we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week right now, making sure that we can meet the needs of these young people. Fraser also has a child care center where we serve special needs and typically developing children. We have an independent living department that serves adults with developmental disabilities in the community in their homes. We have an outpatient counseling service, Valley Hope Counseling, where we serve both people in my program and then members of the community as well. So we do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
We serve people across the lifespan.
We're visiting with Lindsay Hanlon of Fraser LTD right on South University Drive in Fargo. You said you're the oldest nonprofit here in the FM area?
Yeah, we're one of the oldest nonprofits in the entire state.
How long have you been around?
Since 127 years.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Congratulations for keeping things going. I knew I've been here almost 30 years, and I knew you guys were around that long, but holy cow, you guys have been around a long time, and thank you for all those great services you provide. Have you guys noticed during the pandemic here, has the need gotten greater there over at Fraser LTD?
Oh, absolutely. We have more than doubled our numbers just in our drop-in center. Our numbers increased from 400 contacts into the center each month to 650 contacts into the center each month. The economic instability that this pandemic has created has caused people who were maybe able to meet their shelter and basic needs to maybe deciding which one of those needs they could meet financially that month. So we're having a lot of parents coming in for formula, diapers, people coming in for food, our housing list. We have 40 some people on our wait list for housing
Hmm.
in our program. So there is definitely increased need for service. And with our drop-in center, because all of these places have been shut down and closed, our homeless population who has depended on these businesses being open for a place to go during the day to keep warm, have really been stuck looking about, where are we going to go? And we've really tried to meet that need. Before the pandemic, we were only open Monday through Friday, and we have increased our hours. So now we're open 7 days a week to make sure we can meet the need of the people that we serve.
Lindsay Hanlon's with Fraser LTD on South University Drive. There's a great need in our community, specifically looking for coats. Your Festival of Trees this past year, I know that's a big fundraiser for you too. You had to do that a little differently this year, didn't you?
Yeah, we had some trees up at the Dome, but our team worked really hard and made sure that we had a virtual Festival of Trees so that people could go to our website and still look at all of the beautiful trees that the organizations, people, businesses in our community donated to families this year. So the festival served just as many people as it always did. It just was people got to go view the trees online primarily.
Made
this
it work
year.
differently. Okay, and I know you guys are always a big part of Giving Hearts Day, and we hope that our listeners will think of you. If somebody has coats they would like to donate, whether they're new or gently used, or maybe want to make a cash donation to help you out, Lindsay, what would be the best way to do that?
Absolutely. If you have any donations, please drop them off at our main office. It's 2902 University Drive South in Fargo between the hours of 8 and 5. If you are unable to drop off your donations that time, you can give us a call at 232-3301. Ask for Barb Graybar, and she can help set that up. We accept cash donations during those times as well. You can arrange that with Barb, come into the office, or you could actually go onto our website at www.fraserltd.org and make a donation that way.
You bet. And the gently used items, I imagine you would prefer if those are washed before we drop them off too?
We would prefer it, yes, but most of the donations that we bring, it would save us a lot of time if people could wash them, but if they can't, we can take care of that too.
All right. Well, Lindsay, thanks for your time this morning. We are glad to get the word out for you guys, and hopefully you get a bunch of donations and some money pouring in there. You take care, all right?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
You bet. That's Lindsay Hanlon, Transitional Youth Services Administrator at Fraser LTD.